I've been sounding the alarm now for more than a year that YouTube is becoming corporate media, that channels like the David Pakman Show and others are starting to be strangled. And I even identified the specific metrics that confirmed this. And now YouTube is not only admitting it, they are bragging about it like it's a really good thing. And I'm going to talk about that. So let's reset. The David Pakman Show depends on YouTube recommending our videos to viewers, okay? We have a nice YouTube channel, nearly 800,000 subscribers, thanks to you. But historically, the way that our channel has grown is that somebody will watch a CNN video or they'll watch another independent video. They might watch Sam Cedar, for example. And then some of those people would get the idea of watching a David Pakman Show video after that by the recommendations that show up on the side or below that YouTube suggests. And then some people would click on to the David Pakman Show video, and then some portion of those would say, I like this, I'm going to hit subscribe. Now we've got a new subscriber. Now, historically, anywhere from 50 to 70% of our monthly viewers are not from our existing subscriber base. So we really depend on YouTube doing that. So what happened? Well, what you have to understand is that when you were dealing with a corporation that is doing stuff and it knows that a lot of people will be furious about the things that they are doing, they don't just tell you what they're doing. They use sort of like coded corporate English, I would call it. If someone was speaking Spanish and you spoke English, you'd need a translator to go from Spanish to English. In the same way, if you are listening to corporate coded English and you just want to understand like normal person English, it needs a translation. So late last year in 2018, YouTube said, we will start prioritizing authoritative sources. Oh, well, that sounds kind of reasonable, right? They say, yeah, we're going to prioritize authoritative sources so that we're not promoting hate speech or content that violates terms and conditions. What they mean by authoritative is corporate media over independent media like the David Pakman Show. And we got crushed. We actually saw the views that were coming from YouTube's recommendations algorithm drop from roughly 4 million views per month to somewhere between 1 and 1.5 million views per month. For a channel like ours to instantly lose 2.5 million views per month, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. So I've been quiet about this for months. We've been grinding it out, doing our videos, doing our show, because I can't do a damn thing about it. I told you some months ago that I don't want to annoy the audience with this stuff, because every time I do a story about this, I know I'm spending some of my political capital with my audience, because there are people who get annoyed by these stories, and some of you evaporate every time I talk about this. But it's getting worse, and YouTube is now confirming that they are doing this, and the effect is brutal. So again, we have to interpret corporate speak. Now the terms we have to interpret are borderline content. And what it means that YouTube claims that they are succeeding, that their policy is working to stifle borderline content. Because when they talk about borderline content, it's not just white nationalist stuff. It's not just hate speech. It's all the independent news content like our channel that gets wrapped up with the hate content and not recommended, and it crushes us. When YouTube now says that this is working, what they mean is the algorithm changes they've made are correctly recommending corporate content over ours, and it's a disaster. Nathan recently sent me a screenshot of how bad it is. Nathan said he'll add a ton of our videos to his watch later queue on YouTube, but then when those finish up, the queue will start automatically getting filled up with corporate media content. In this case, it's showing Nathan videos from Seth Meyers' late night show. Often it's CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, content from other, $100 million budget shows like John Oliver's. So I know that this is a pain when I talk about this. I'm making a concerted effort to talk about this much less. But now that we're getting ready to end the year, I did want to tell you what is going on, because I know many of you are watching the algorithm and you write to me and you say, David, I'm just watching your stuff, liking your stuff, and yet YouTube keeps recommending CNN. This is a feature, not a bug, as far as YouTube is concerned. YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki is admitting it. YouTube made 30 changes since January of this year. I'm not aware of any that helped us, although YouTube, of course, won't tell us what they changed. One of the issues is what is considered brand safety for running ads. I have recently been told that anything that mentions abortion is not brand safe if you are an independent channel like us. Takes the issue off the table if you want to be able to monetize your content. I won't even mention the other things that are total no-goes because I don't want to get this video demonetized merely by mentioning those things. But there are a lot more no-go topics if you want to run ads. Another issue, constant bogus copyright claims. You know, if you paid attention a few weeks ago to our impeachment streams, we ran the House of Representatives feed during impeachment streams. CNN was claiming our videos for copyright violation. NBC, the Associated Press, fraudulent claims that crush us. I'm asking YouTube, how can I fight these en masse? Because appealing each one individually is nuts. They're filing them endlessly. No answer from YouTube. So please consider pushing back against this by supporting shows you like directly. I'm saying support us, sure, or other show, whatever show you think is valuable. We have made really big progress this year. We've actually added more members in 2019 than in any other year. And this is insulating us partially from what YouTube is doing, but it's going to ramp up in 2020. With so much more corporate media content about the election, we're going to get crowded out by the algorithm. So consider getting a very cheap membership at joinpakman.com. Our year-end coupon code is LAST2019. This is 66% off, okay? 66% off with the coupon code LAST2019. It's very cheap, and I'm humbly asking for your support. Also consider throwing us $1 or $2 on Patreon at patreon.com/David Pakman Show. All of this stuff helps. Give to us, give to shows you value. Just understand the stakes here and the importance of your support given what is going on with YouTube. One of our sponsors is privacy.com. They're giving you $5 when you sign up for their completely free service at privacy.com/Pakman. I've been using Privacy for a little over a year now. You've heard me talk about it before. It's a lifesaver, and here's how it works. Takes just a couple of minutes to set up. Anytime you buy something online or on the phone, instead of actually using your real credit card number, the Privacy app and the browser plugin let you give each company a randomized virtual credit card number that you create out of thin air. It'll even autofill the card number with one click. And the payment is taken out of your checking account without the merchant ever knowing your real information. So this allows you to keep your banking information secure, but also to take control of your finances. You can create up to 12 of these virtual credit cards a month. You can set spending limits. You can freeze them. You can delete them anytime you want. So when you do this, it means you're not going to be charged when you don't want to be, because you can destroy the virtual card number right after using it, which, for instance, I love using free trials because I know I won't be charged when the trial is over if I use a virtual credit card number. You're keeping your identity private by not telling companies who you are. You're keeping your bank or credit card info protected against data breaches and identity theft, and it's free. There's no catch whatsoever. But if you want, Privacy also offers a $10 a month plan that gives you 1% cash back and lets you create 36 credit cards a month, and a $25 a month plan tailored more for small businesses where you can create 60 card numbers a month and much more. But definitely go ahead and at least get started with the free plan. You'll protect your financial info. Companies can't charge you unexpectedly. And like I said, you'll get $5 to spend when you sign up at privacy.com/Pakman.